I'm Sarah Bailey, and I'm a certified professional coach, and I'm here with my sweet friend, Marni Clark, and she actually is also, she's training to be a certified professional coach, and so we're going to talk to you a little bit about today about what we have been working on lately. Thank you for being here, Marni.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It's been just a real pleasure to work with you. So
thank you so much. So Marni and I have been working on the purpose process, which is a workshop that I have. And it really helps to give you clarity. It can be, for Marni, it was really about the type of coach that she really wanted to become and how she wanted to approach this new part of her life. But you can use the purpose process for how you want to be as a parent, as a spouse, in your job, just how you want to live your life. So it has a lot of great applications, but we work together. I'm so excited. She's so close to the end to be a certified coach, and it's an honor to work with her in the process and have some more coaches that are going to be available to change the world one person at a time. So
that's it.
But so we work together with the purpose process, and she's going to share with you a little bit about her experience and how she felt about the process and what she got from it. So.
Yeah, so as I was just beginning my my coaching training, and a friend of mine introduced me to Sarah, or reconnected us actually. We had met before, and Sarah was kind enough just to share with me a little bit about her coaching experience, and then we started this process. And it really, for me, it felt like a divine intervention, because God had really been speaking to me about who He wanted me to be as a coach all along in many different ways. But to be able to talk with Sarah, and she was really able to draw that out and just really bring it all together in the end, which was just a really special. It was a special process, and at the very end, it was kind of like a really cool surprise, like, yay, it all came together.
That's so
which
cool.
is what it was supposed to happen, and it really did.
So, I love when that happens, when things just really kind of like connect and everything kind of flows together, and you can feel like it definitely has the hand of God in there, and it's just people put together at the same time, synergies, synchronicities, that sort of thing. It's just all kind of lets you know that you're really going in the right direction. It's those little, a friend of mine used to call them God winks.
Yes, it was, because the timing was just amazing.
That's cool. That's great. So the process takes about 4 weeks, and we break it up into 1 hour meetings, and each of the different meetings we work on something different. So in the beginning, we work on limiting beliefs, and you told me earlier you had something that happened to you while we were working through that kind of was cool. So why don't you share that?
Yeah, so it was really neat, because I had actually I've been sharing with my sister, I think even the day before we met, something that was just really nagging at me. And then Sarah introduced the concept of limiting beliefs. And so as we talked that through, we made a real shift. And so with me, if you don't mind me sharing
Absolutely.
what mine was, I was telling her, I feel like I've been given so much, and I just keep having this nagging, I want to make a difference, I want to make a difference, I want to make a difference. And it just almost to the point of feeling guilty, about what I had, and just what all God had given me. And I really wanted to make a difference. And so we shifted that to, I am making a difference. And so
I just got chills thinking about it again.
It was just the shift. I mean, it sounds like such a simple shift, but to just have that moment of it was a relief and a relaxation, and from there I was able to be free to be able to go on the process.
That's
to
awesome,
find the purpose,
because you found that block, and that's what a limiting belief is. And you've probably learned a lot about that and talked about that in your coaching training as well. And what I found is limiting beliefs are something that, it sounds like something big, like, oh, you're not good enough, or something like, oh, you'll never amount to anything. Those are the big ones that, some people do have, but sometimes it's the smaller it's nuances in language. And so what I noticed when we were talking, the first meeting was, I want to make a difference. And I remember, I just know that you do a lot for your community and for, you're with your church and mission trips and all these things. And so hearing the word want implies that you don't feel like you are. And so when we were able to identify that one word and make that small shift to I am, it's instead of a lack, I'm not yet, I want to, but I'm not, you're saying I am. And then you're like, you're given the opportunity to, you're not always adding one more to the point where you're just covered up and you don't have even time for yourself. You're able to say, I am, and this is how I am, and this is how I choose to going forward. And then you can still have the room for your family and your faith and your self-care and all the things that you also do in your life. And then it kind of gives you permission not to keep on adding to the point of exhaustion at some points.
Yeah,
so
that was huge.
So that's so cool. Yay, cool. So the next part of it, we work through gifts and attributes, and we have lots of little exercises that we do. Some are fun and silly, and some are a little bit more thought-provoking, but they're all meant to really gather it's kind of evidence and research and just lots of details and things that we can put together, and in the end it kind of writes itself, which is so cool. I love the purpose process. That at the end of the 4-week training is you write or create a purpose statement or a mission statement, and so all of the activities are driving you to this one completion. And you're allowed to, as a writer myself, I found it very overwhelming to decide to write a mission statement or a purpose statement. But this process allows you to really kind of pull in all the keys to who you are as a person. And that was really cool to see you work through that and kind of get to the point where you could, you sometimes you were surprised by things, and sometimes you were excited, and sometimes you were like, oh, this is me. But it was cool to see you work through that. So.
It was really cool.
So.
It was really cool. It's kind of, sometimes it's hard to think about your strengths.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was like uncomfortable actually.
Yeah. Well,
and then,
that's true.
But then it was really helpful. I mean, it's crucial really, I guess.
And it's funny because we could say 10, 20, 100 things that we like about someone else, but to be able to say things about who we are as a person almost feels, you said uncomfortable. It does feel uncomfortable, but it's almost like, oh, I'm bragging, or I'm being, I should be self-conscious or not I shouldn't be. I should be humble and not, bragging and that sort of thing. So that sometimes is hard. And those are the things that are important to make sure that you're on the right track. You're doing the things with the gifts that God gave you to be able to live your best life. And you're able to say, okay, this is who I am. And these are the things that I'm good at. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, yeah. So what else do you think? Anything else that kind of popped out for you? And
let me think. It just, I guess it just, like I said, it brought everything together. If I could think of a word, it was almost a relief, I guess. It just kind of, to feel like I knew where I was going.
Absolutely.
And just to have the right or the permission to let go of other things that were not in alignment with the mission.
Absolutely.
So.
And when you do that, and when you have this kind of clarity, you're able to make choices, deliberate choices, and not by default.
Yeah.
And I think that's super important. So, well, I'm so excited that you could share this with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
And that you were excited about the process.
I am really excited and highly recommend it. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, but hopefully Marni will agree to do some other coaching videos with me, because she's got a great insight and really has a lot to share. And so hopefully we'll be seeing more of her on our little couch.
Well, I would love that. Thank you very much.
Good deal. Well, we hope you have a great day. And if you have any questions, you can email me at Sarah Bailey Life Coach, and you can reach Marni at
Marni, MARNIE, at succeedasyou, the letter U.com.
Awesome. Great. Y'all have a great day.